mean, it's like a ghost town on the interstate, and they're just sitting on the interstate. They can't go anywhere. We're not going anywhere fast right now.
Moment of truth. Did the reset work?
Nope.
Well, that was uneventful.
You sound disappointed.
Well, no.
Going in, folks.
Up when the truck is uphill. Oh. You did it.
Well, hi everyone. I'm glad you're either starting your day, ending your day with us. We've had some friends of the channel say that we're actually like their little lullaby when they go to bed.
Hopefully we're not that boring.
And we put everyone to sleep.
Yeah.
But whenever you watch us, we're really appreciative that you do. We're getting ready to head out today. It's a big travel day. I mean, like in the last 10 days, our travel days haven't exceeded like 150 miles. You know, so today we're going to do about 440. So every once in a while we have to do that. And so today is one of those days. I want to see our daughter tomorrow.
And the grandkids.
That's right. And to do everything we need to do, we got to get out of here, get some miles so that we can have a short day tomorrow. Because we're not done tomorrow.
Well, it's a short morning tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. And it's, yeah, because we're not done. When we're finished there, we got to keep going to the coast. So, but had a great time here. No diamonds.
No diamonds.
But that's okay.
But we found a diamond in the rough because this campground is amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's really nice, man. It was so nice. So we're gonna hit the road and hopefully we can get out of here. And we'll see you guys later today.
Well, you're taking every bit of this road, huh?
Oh yeah, it's available. I'm taking it.
Oh, don't do it! Jeez. Back to Memphis.
It's like our old stomping grounds. At a truck parking area. Yeah. I'm gonna do something never done before. I'm gonna try it out, folks.
We just had lunch, had sloppy joes and potato salad and baked beans.
Right.
Well,
oh man, it was actually surprisingly clean.
Really?
There was nothing on the floor. There was actually TP that was hanging on a clothes hanger, and it smelled good. It had recently been serviced with fresh liquid. It was actually a good experience.
Oh my.
Now, you want to be careful when you open the door because a truck might come too close.
Oh, yeah. All right.
But yeah, it was good. I'm satisfied.
You look satisfied.
Yeah. She's going in, folks. Well, your report.
Well, it was a hanger, but the toilet paper on the bottom, it was by a USB to USC connector wire. But yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, lots of toilet paper, clean.
Yeah, exactly. So thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah. Follow that truck.
Just think how many stickers are on that truck.
Oh, I know.
All right, so we were talking just a little bit ago about how many times since October of last year, in the last, what, 6 months?
Yeah, since we came back from Alaska, Curiosity.
How many times have we been through Memphis?
I think it's been 6 times.
Yeah, actually, it's been 9 times.
What am I missing?
Yeah, remember that time when we stopped? It was a beautiful day like today. It was gorgeous and it was sunny. And we stopped and we did that overnight in Bono, Arkansas. Remember? Because we saw it was sunny Bono. Yeah. She fell for it again. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But all kidding aside,
yes,
I think it was 8 or 9 times through Memphis because of that time, because we were coming back through with the truck and the Smart.
Yeah, and we had to go back and get Orion.
Exactly.
So we dropped Curiosity off. Okay, that's the time I'm forgetting, because then we had to go back and get Orion, and then we went on to Hutch for the rally.
That's right. And we've never taken I-55 south through here because it was always under construction.
Right.
But today,
we're going to try it. The DOT signs say that I-55 is open. It's single lane, but in looking at the Google Map thing, it's showing all green.
Yep.
So we're going to try it.
Now, the other thing that you were talking about, and we were talking about, was some of the tours and things we want to do in Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to add about 5 more weeks.
Yeah, really.
Because I started putting a list together.
But you were talking about one tour, and I don't know how crazy I am about it. You were talking about a cemetery tour, and I don't like cemetery tours, because afterwards, I'm just dead tired. Besides, I don't think we'll have any opportunity for the cemetery tour.
No, because it might scare you to death.
That's right. But I think we got so many activities. We're going to be buried. But I did ask you what the times of the tour were, and you said there were 2 times. A daytime tour and a graveyard shift tour.
Okay, pay attention.
All right, we're going through Memphis.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. We haven't done this road before.
Wish us luck. Low clearance, 13, 9 inches.
Well,
you got everything latched down, right?
Everything's latched down, nothing's sticking up, and we've done 13.8 before.
And we've done 13.6 right from, and we're going to be going through a 13.6 bridge.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
When we get to our daughter's house.
Yeah, so of course it is warm outside. The tires might be more inflated,
Things expand, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, 13.9. Yeah, you go first, Walmart. Oh!
Yeah, that looks close, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was less than 13.9. I don't think he had an extra 3 inches to spare there. So how many more states do we have? Mississippi,
2 more.
Alabama, Georgia, and we're done.
Oh, no. And then, actually, technically South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then tonight I've got a spot kind of picked out for us. We're sort of leaving it flexible depending on how we feel and what time it is. But I've got a spot picked out tonight for us to overnight. A little different. We've actually been there before, but it was to pick up a part and lunch.
Pick up a part and lunch.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see when we get there. Yeah, we've brought the whole rig there before. We've parked there before. No. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see when we get there.
I'm afraid to.
It's never a dull moment on a travel day.
No, it is not. Not with you.
Our spot for the night
Are you kidding me? Whataburger?
No, Lowe's.
Okay, we've had lunch here before.
Whataburger just happens to be in the neighborhood.
Yeah, across the street.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Turn left on Beltline Place Southwest, then take the third left.
So is this who you called the other day to see if it's okay if we can camp out here?
And they were excited to have us.
They were they?
They were. They said, oh yeah, you just come right on in and make yourself at home. And I said, thank you so much.
Longview Drive Southwest.
So they just say,
right.
Stay away from the front door as usual?
Yep. Yeah, they were perfectly fine with it.
They know how many repairs you have to make to Orion, so you'll be spending a lot of money here.
They might. No kidding.
Home for the night.
Home for the night.
Lowe's. What are the parts you needed to pick up?
Oh. I didn't say I needed to pick up. I said this was a parking lot where we could pick up parts.
Oh, could.
That's right. I got rid of my hunger. That's what I picked up with some Whataburger. Good. Morning, everyone. Had a nice night last night. I'd called before and Lowe's didn't have a problem. They said, fine, no problem, you can overnight. So that's always nice, but you should always check first. Overnighting in any business is never a right, it's a privilege. And we appreciate that. And it happened to work out that there was a Whataburger right across the parking lot, which is great. So we did that, and we're getting ready to head out this morning. We got a nice short drive to our next stop, which is our daughters. We're gonna pick up something for a project I have, see the grandchildren, and then head on down into Georgia for our overnight stop. And then eventually tomorrow we'll get to our final destination for the next 2.5 weeks. And the other reason we stopped here was for the Whataburger, to give my wife a break from cooking last night. What a guy. So one of the other things we do to get ready for leaving is set up the GPSs. I can't remember if it was a comment on one of our videos or if it was from our Facebook group, Big Truck Big Travels, but someone had told us, because we had said that our Garmina, our GPS was wigging out and going into a coma during the day, and it was just like sporadic. And they, this really nice guy said, try unplugging it overnight and, you know, let it kind of cool down and sort of reset. We've tried that the last like 10 days of travel, and it's been doing great. Hasn't been, I'll say, going into a coma. So thank you. I can't remember your name, I'm sorry, but thank you so much for giving me that tip. It's working. And like I said, I can't remember if it was a friend of the channel on a video or a comment, or if it was a comment from our Facebook group, Big Truck Big Travels. But wherever it is, thank you so much. It's working.
Well, it's a good thing there are no hot donut now sign turned on. That sure would have been tasty.
Yeah, nice little morning breakfast.
Yeah, and convenient spot.
Speaking of tasty,
pit stop for the day, but to make it we have to make our normal 3-point turn in the neighborhood. Well, that was uneventful, so now we're gonna start our
you sound disappointed.
well, no, you did have to get around that truck, and the neighbors were watching right over there.
That's true.
Now there's a couple of cars on the side of the road that you're gonna have to dodge, but after doing this multiple times, you could almost do this in your sleep, I think.
Not quite.
This is just the weirdest feeling just backing down this road here.
Yeah, it really is. Now to put away my next project. Interesting night at our harvest host last night. We've been here before, and usually it's pretty quiet. It's in a church parking lot, but man, we are seeing some traffic this morning, so we're kind of delaying our start today. We heard the lady from the church came by this morning, and we were talking to her. She said that it was an accident, unfortunately a fatality on the interstate. And Sandra heard a helicopter last night, so that's what that was for, as a couple of semi trucks got involved with a car. So I'm gonna check it out to see if we can actually get out of here and see what it looks like.
Where's David? There he is. Well.
Oh man, we're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, traffic is backed up. There's no one on the interstate coming onto this exit. They've got them all off on the frontage road.
So they closed the interstate before even this exit?
Before this exit, and they're getting off and they're taking this road. That's why it was noisy last night.
Okay.
Is they're taking this and going down south to the next exit, I guess, and then getting off. Yeah, and then I went over there and took a look.
Did you see anything?
I did. I flew over there. And the interstate is, I mean, it's like a ghost town on the interstate, but there's it looks like a couple of semi trucks. Looks like there's something burned out or some vehicle. I have to take a look at that. Yeah. And
well, I heard a helicopter flying over last night.
yeah, well, that lady this morning said there was a fatality, right?
Yeah.
And there's a couple of trucks on the interstate, but they're not moving at all.
So they've stopped them.
Yeah, apparently there's just a couple. So they must have gotten past before they started blockading the road, and they're just sitting on the interstate. They can't go anywhere.
And this happened at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, and this is what, 10 o'clock right now. 6 hours. Yeah, and that huge backup coming by us. So yeah, let's get comfortable here in the parking lot.
Oh yeah,
we're not going anywhere fast right now. All right, we made it.
Yeah.
The traffic cleared in Atlanta, and
quite fast coming down here.
It did. Pretty uneventful day, thank goodness, and it was a short day.
It was
230 miles, give or take, ish. And so we're here at the RV resort, and
Lakes.
Yep, and we're gonna spend almost what, 2.5 weeks? Yeah. So we're excited. That should be pretty nice. I've got some projects to do, and then we're going to explore the area.
A lot of exploring in this area. It was funny because we were driving right past it, Savannah. It's like, oh, this looks so familiar. For 30 years,
yeah,
we've been driving by Savannah.
So finally we're here, and we're going to spend some time here. We're going to go check in and get our stuff, and then we're going to go and try to get into our site.
Oh, don't say that. Try to get into our site. Gee.
Always got to set the expectations low.
Sandbagger. Well, we got our packet, and the manager came out, and when she saw our size sitting here, she took David out, and they're going around the park to see if there are some options, because she's concerned we may not be able to fit on the site. So he's cruising around there somewhere. David has returned, hopefully with a spot that everyone is happy that we can fit in. Well,
all right. Well, it's not the site that was originally intended for us. We went around and kind of handpicked a new site. Sometimes, given our size, we have to occupy all the site, not just a little bit of it, all of it. And sometimes we get a little close to the pedestal. We should clear this one. Oh yeah, piece of cake.
Well, last 2 nights our water pump was acting really squirrely. We thought it was dying because it's 5 years old.
I was prepared to change it and buy a new one, but the culprit...
So we got here at the RV, we have full hookup, and we started tracing everything, tracing the lines.
Going back to the source.
Yep, and water filter, and we changed that 12 days ago. That water filter was so clogged, we got no water.
Yeah. I mean, it was literally, it was no water.
I mean, it trickled. I mean, we had enough in the accumulator, so we've got a 2-gallon or 2.5-gallon accumulator, but that was the only way we've been able to get water for the last 2 days.
Yeah, that's crazy. 12 days and this got clogged.
So what size micron is that?
It's a 10 micron.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 1 micron. Should be like a 5. Okay. Should be like a 5. No wonder it was clogging and everything
so quickly.
Up. Yeah.
But it's doing its job. That's why we have such good water.
Doing its job. Yeah, but it should be 5. Not 1.
No, I don't think so. Wow, 12 days.
12 days, man. Woo.
Do we need to order some more filters?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I definitely got to get some more filters.
Wow.
Yeah. Good morning or afternoon or good day. Cheers if you're across the pond.
Aloha.
Trying to cover it all here. So we finally got into our site. The site we were going to go into wasn't right in the computer in terms of the link.
Yeah.
It was a little short.
They need to readjust some of the links here.
Yeah, I think too much watering, it shrunk or something. You know, they're trying to get new grass growing. They were super nice. They changed everything for us.
Yeah.
And gave us a place to park the Smart, which they didn't need much of a place, right?
No.
So we're going to be here for 2.5 weeks exploring Savannah.
Yay!
Yeah.
After 35 years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So yeah, so we're gonna get it started and get used to this humidity.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh.
All right, let's do it.
Car won't start.
Yeah, it started yesterday when I drove it off the.
Are you sure you turned the car on and just didn't like coast it off?
Well, you know, it's possible. It's not that far from there. But yeah, it's. Let's see. Sometimes it's the hood that gets a little funky. Brake force distribution.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Is that the error message you got? Huh. So it said brake force?
Yeah, distribution or something, but that was just a one-time message. I'd never seen that before.
Because if we jump it with the truck, will it explode?
Yeah, really.
I have no idea. I'm not a mechanic.
Yeah, it's not starting. It's dead battery.
So what did you do?
Okay.
It started.
It started and we boosted it, so our neighbor was really kind to give us a boost. I was getting a transmission malfunction when I tried to start it, not that brake distribution. And I had read where it was low voltage, so I put this thing into neutral because I could hear it trying to shift.
Yeah, I was doing some weird things back then.
Yeah, and then I put it back into park, and then I started it and it cranked up. So
Was it
I don't
low
know,
voltage?
low voltage maybe that was causing it to get out of sync in the transmission.
Yeah, because we hadn't driven the car. It's been up on the truck for a week.
Yeah.
So
anyhow.
we'll see.
So after finally getting the Smart started,
And we hope it starts back up.
and yes we do, anytime we get to a new spot, we always like to check out the Visitor Information Center, get some info and any little tidbits for the area. So I think it's over there.
We need to pay for parking first.
Oh, that's right. Parking. Nothing's free in this world. Well, no stop anywhere is complete without a stop at the gift shop. And in the sticker section,
Well, what can I say?
there's something comforting about being back in the South. It's pretty cool.
Except for the humidity.
Yeah, that's true. So after a visit to the information center, Sandra is...
Oh, I'm armed and dangerous.
She is very dangerous.
Yeah, give me a map.
But I tell you, there's no place in the South that quite epitomizes the South like Savannah.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna check out a few places, some things we learned about Savannah. 22 squares, that's what the city was built around. It was built to be a utopian city. So
No lawyers.
no Catholics and no slaves. You weren't allowed to own them here. So that's what it was founded and based on, and it's pretty interesting. So we're gonna just see what Savannah's all about. All right, you think it's all fun and games in Savannah, but behind us, famous murder took place. Yeah.
True story.
That's right, from the movie and the book in the garden, let's see.
I don't know.
It's in the Garden of Good and Evil. Something like that.
And so we were talking at the lady at
Oh,
the bookshop.
I'm sorry. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil.
Yeah, and we were
Okay.
talking at the lady in the bookshop where I got my stickers from, and she said Savannah has really changed. It's grown because of the university and because of the book that was written here, and because of that tourism, everyone is just like coming to Savannah now.
Descending here.
Yes.
So a fair amount of traffic, but I tell you, the walk is gorgeous around here.
I'm in love.
And nothing epitomizes Savannah quite like Forsyth Park. And that's where we're at. Bucket list for Sandra.
Check, and I got a sticker for it.
And there's the fountain ahead, which we're not gonna jump in.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can test the water or not.
They've got a fence around it.
Yeah,
We'll go check it out.
let's go see. It doesn't matter if you're not hungry when you come to Savannah. You gotta take a trip to Leopold's. You got to. It's like,
I know, but
I read that somewhere. It's like the law.
But we should have had this for dinner.
So no breakfast tomorrow.
No. She could have done like half that. I would have been happy.
Made it home. All right, so today was a recon mission.
Recon. We got a really late start. We almost didn't go. But
Yeah.
I'm glad we did.
It was good. It was a lot of fun. It was a nice day today. Weather turned out
Oh,
great.
it was beautiful.
We ended up walking.
Oh, a little over 5 miles according to my app.
Yeah.
Oh,
So got some great info from the visitor center, and then we started walking and exploring and
getting
Yeah.
lost and wandering.
yeah.
But it was fun.
It was fun, yeah. And jumped back in the car, had a nice dinner, and so it was good. We yeah. So we're ready for tomorrow. All right, but for tonight, that's it.
Yes.
Let's go in and take a shower.
Yes, definitely.
Savannah is littered with history, and we are marching towards our next historical stop. Couldn't help myself, sorry guys. We are here at Fort Pulaski, and we're gonna see what this is. We've been to other forts before, Dry Tortugas, we've been to Fort Sumter, so we wanted to see what Fort Pulaski was all about. Sandra, come here. Come here. There's a wildlife alert here. Yeah, look, potentially alligators and red fire ants.
Oh, maybe I should just take my camera back into the car.
How do you like that for a wildlife alert?
Oh man, I did see an osprey nest.
Oh, that's true. We heard one too. We don't need a map or a narrator to tell us where all the shelling occurred from Tybee Island here at Fort Pulaski. Man, this wall was pummeled because over there, that's Tybee Island. And yeah, this is that facing wall. It took the brunt of it. All right, so if I were stationed at the fort and someone gave me the assignment of, you're going to the southeast corner, you know, I'm like, no, how about like the west corner? Because it is pristine on this side.
And you can tell where they I guess that corner over there was completely destroyed, and then they just built it back up.
Yeah.
Which is a little sad. It'd been nice if they just left it, because that's...
See the destruction.
Yeah, and that was why they gave it up in 30 hours.
Yeah, but man, it's pretty neat out here. These little crabs, and I guess that's what they are, they creep me out. They look like those little animals from Red Planet, that movie.
Oh yeah, where they emitted oxygen.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, these are freaking me out just a little bit, man. That's kind of weird. All right, so I'm climbing a mountain of oyster shells on a path that I'm not sure is actually maintained by the National Park Service.
It's maintained by nature.
And why are we here? You've like made all these turns, and why are we here?
Because on the map, there was a little S that designates selfie spot. So I wanted to come out here and get a selfie.
All right, so you dragged me out here into the marsh. Thank goodness it's low tide.
Yeah.
To get a selfie of,
I think, the lighthouse.
The lighthouse, which I guess is back there, and I guess we're getting ready to do the selfie.
Yes.
Okay.
All for
right.
the Bujo.
I get it. There's probably a sticker involved too.
I already got that.
I knew it. I knew it. All right. Let's get this selfie thing over with. So we're inside the commanding officer's quarters, and it's pretty nice, but I tell you, I don't know if they added this later, but there's not a lot of privacy, as you can see. It goes all the way through, man. That goes like to the security, to the quartermaster, the infirmary, like everything. So
all the necessities of life. He doesn't have to go outside then.
I guess so. Ammunition, okay. Some people think that's a necessity. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is the view they would have seen with all those shells coming over from Tybee Island for those 30 hours that there was activity here during the trying to take the fort back.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, you're right here in the front line, so to speak.
Literally.
Yeah, so we're gonna go down stairs off of the top wall here, and we're gonna take the fun way.
I'm hugging the side where it's big with my big feet. Watch your head.
I think I got a little dizzy. All right, so you got to start somewhere. This was a marshy island, mangroves, all kinds of stuff. So if they're gonna build a fort, gotta have something to build it on. So someone you may have heard, his first posting here, he later became a general in the Civil War, but Lieutenant Robert E. Lee this was his first posting, and he designed the canal system with a bunch of, I guess, locks, dams, canals, drainage that allow the water to be controlled and kind of flow out of here so they could build a fort. Yeah.
Cool.
That's kind of cool. All right, a nice day at the fort here. Learned a lot of things. Obviously, it was guarding the Savannah River and this very important port. But we also learned, we didn't realize this, that this was sort of not a jumping off point, but it was a refuge for freedom seekers, part of the Underground Railroad. And they enlisted the help of a individual, Mr. Haynes, that he went out and helped to scout, but he also brought
families across.
Yeah.
Took them up north for their freedom.
Exactly, and brought them back here as sort of a refuge and for them to start their lives. Yeah. Yeah. And started after the Civil War. So, or actually during the Civil War. Yeah. So that's kind of interesting that not only military, but also humanitarian as well. All right, so I think it's our last stop today.
Hope it's not a dead end.
We're at St. Bonaventure Cemetery. Sandra wanted to come here. This is a place where people are just dying to get here.
Gosh.
Yeah, and as she says, no dead ends today. So there's like this historical part of it, and that's what we're trying to find.
Oh, wow, there's the Holocaust Memorial right there.
Oh, wow. So all kidding aside, this is a huge cemetery area. Really nice with the trees, very old South Savannah, and some really unique, we'll say, headstones and architecture that adorn the grave sites. So we're just gonna walk around and take a look. All right, done with Bonaventure Cemetery. Neat to see the history. Cemeteries just aren't my thing.
Mine either, just for the record.
But it's neat to see the history, some famous writers.
Yeah.
All right.
But to see the grave sites that go back 100, 150 years.
Yeah,
200 years.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But I think I'm getting a little hungry. Dinner?
Dinner.
Yeah.
Well, you've been busy.
I have. My fingers have been busy.
You gonna get it all in there?
I think so. It's always a challenge in a smart car.
Save the snacks.
Right. Got it. Yeah. So today we're on River Street, a very cool historic place of Savannah. So what do you do when you come to Savannah in the old part of town on River Street? Yeah, you go see a dinosaur.
It's free. It's wildlife.
Dinosaur. Yeah, she's stretching it, folks. So later we're gonna go on a little riverboat cruise and see Savannah from the water. But now we're gonna go see a dinosaur.
Yeah.
I didn't know they roam Savannah. Great, how you doing?
Doing great, thank you for asking, sir.
Thank you. Hey, is this the dinosaur? No. Where's the dinosaur?
Well, maybe this isn't it.
Where's the dinosaur? That's definitely not a dinosaur. All right, so she's Googling it. We're in the right hotel, we think. But clearly there's no dinosaur. Unless you're talking about like really old and outdated t-shirts. Okay, so we were in the right company, but the wrong building.
Like the right company around the right people?
Well, if you're around me, you're always around the right company. But the right company, JW Marriott, but they have 3 separate buildings that are all connected, but they're not connected.
Complex.
Yeah, so they're in the old historic power plant building, which they made into a nice hotel. That's where we're going because that's where the dinosaur is, because apparently that power plant used to run on fossil fuels.
Yeah.
Get it? Yeah, so they got a dinosaur. So that's where we're going. Yeah. Search continues.
Now we're looking for a statue of a naked lady and a fish, which looks like a mermaid.
Yeah. Naked lady and a fish?
But we can't show that on the channel because that's like rated R, isn't it? Now is that art? Or is that considered nudity and rated R?
No, it's considered art. Yeah. All right, we got to go this way. We have found the dinosaur. Sandra was not going crazy. Pretty cool down here in this lobby. All right, they shouldn't have put this where I can get to it. Let's see if we're gonna have a party in the dark. Okay, but not only cutting the power, but Sandra saw a secret room behind the power plant switch wall. Yeah, you want to check it out? Yeah, we're not allowed in. We're just going to take a peek. All right, we don't know what it is. It's got to be pretty good if it's a secret.
Those secret rooms in the Prohibition?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Speakeasy?
Speakeasies.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe. Right. After our lunch, we are ready to partake of a little cruise down the Savannah River. And we're
Hopefully
gonna
not get shot at.
yeah, well, no, maybe actually, hopefully we do get shot at, because then we can hear the cannon at Fort Jackson. So we're gonna try to find where we board this rather large paddle wheel vessel and take in the sights. Really nice day. Really warm day.
Yes. Where's all the clouds? It's supposed to be cloudy today.
Yeah, no.
It's been cloudy every morning, and then in the afternoon it just gets sunny, which is great.
Which is nice.
But
it's also hot.
Humid.
That's okay. Gives me a chance to wear my shorts and t-shirts.
Me too.
Yeah, she hasn't pulled her t-shirts out in quite a while, so.
But I do have a jacket.
Of course, always. Thank you.
Is this thing moving?
Not yet, but it is floating.
Feel it.
It's a private cruise for us. Now I just think everyone's upstairs. One more flight. When we checked in, they told us deck 3 or 4. We're going up to the top, baby. This is where everyone's at. Oh yeah. That's where we should be one of these days.
Oh, shopping for stickers down there. Yeah.
I'm talking about the boat.
Good afternoon, ladies.
You and your boat. You're on a boat.
I am on a boat.
Culture, customs, all of these things sort of revolve around the tidal swings. In a very healthy port, a very important one. An optimal place for a healthy ecosystem, thriving, teeming with wildlife. 300 miles up the river, or 300 miles ahead of us. Eagles, bald eagles, manatees take respite up the river during the winter months. Otters love to crab on the docks. And maybe you guys are
I
actually
heard
sitting and
otters
standing in the
at
third
the
of
dock.
shipping port in
Otters
the
and
United States
dolphins.
currently, as well
He
as
set
the
the
largest and
expectation.
fastest growing container port
I have
in
stickers for
particular.
that. I want to use them.
We're actually seeing containers at this
doesn't
very moment
know
off the port side.
the can
the
of
left side,
worms that he
ship
just
there. The
opened.
Loga is actually unloading
I may have to
containers.
talk to this narrator
And if you're
guy
on the
later.
bow or the- All right, guys, everybody brace yourselves. Hands to stations.
Fire in the hole!
Whoa.
I said, guys, that is old Fort Jackson. Not to be confused with Fort Jackson.
You're more hydrated.
And our trip comes to a close on the water.
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right, we're gonna
Sign
get off the boat, sign off, and see you later. We're heading up to the office. I got notified of a Amazon package. I'm hoping this is the final piece on this water heater saga.
This is like your dryer saga.
Man, this thing just keeps on coming, you know? It's just one thing after another, but hopefully this will get it.
Yeah. Well, we got our box, so the question is, are you sure you didn't just order a whole new water heater?
Man, I don't think I did. I supposedly just ordered the thermostat, but this, as they say, ain't no thermostat in here. This is too big.
So we'll get home and open it up, see what's in there.
All right, let's see what's...
Big reveal.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is the other problem that we've been having. The smart car. So I got two things until we can have the alternator looked at. One is this Go Power from Battery Tender.
What is that? Just to
I
keep
can
it
charge it
charged?
up, and it's a jump starter, basically on the go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then also got some power ports in there to charge our phones and such. Yeah, it's a little overkill. I wanted to make sure that I had enough power.
Whoopsie. I'm sorry.
And then
What is this?
And then this is the battery power that you hook up to AC. So this like puts a charge on the battery.
This does
a boost.
everything.
This does that too, but this is more mobile.
So this will be our emergency backup boost.
That is correct.
And you'll keep that in the smart the whole time.
That's correct. I'm going to charge it up, and then we'll leave that in the smart car.
Okay.
And then this is for home use,
Okay.
and that will allow me
Now
to
does it?
charge the battery in the smart.
Okay.
Yeah, once I plug it into AC.
So actually, also, if we have an issue with our DC to DC converter, or AC to DC converter to charge the AGMs, we could probably use that as well.
Could do that as well. We'd have to turn on the generator.
But if we're on shore power or
But
something.
if we're on shore power,
Yeah,
then we
so-
could always do that. Yeah,
so
so this gives us
backup.
some options.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I had to turn the video camera back on because I didn't realize I'm still getting over the fact that it can charge such a big engine, and this is for the smart car. But flip it over. So this is really cool. It has an outlet. Where's the so this is equivalent to a 2000 watts. So you have an AC outlet, it has a USB cord, it has a USB-C cord. So this would have been perfect for Mexico. You could have powered everything and we wouldn't have had to gone up to charge. So
That's correct.
that is really cool. How heavy is it? And is there a battery in there? That's
Yeah.
really, this is,
Is that neat?
you did good finding that. And
Yeah.
it comes in a nice little case too, so that'll fit perfectly in the smart car.
Oh, yeah.
That's just, good job.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right. Another day.
Another package.
Another project. So, yeah, you guys were watching Catherine Lake. When I did replace the heating element to the water heater, you would have seen that
He wasted $150.
still didn't work. So after doing some more research, and yes, using YouTube as well and Google, there's a possibility that it's a thermostat.
But you know that because the wire was burnt on the other one.
Yeah, so I pulled the reset relay cover off and discovered that the wire was just about burnt through on that one.
Yeah.
And so I know that this is the high temp thermostat switch. So I got a new one. It's not burnt.
It's nice and shiny.
Yeah, very shiny. So I'm going to put this on today and we'll see if this fixes the problem. Because I'm getting power everywhere except here.
So we have a electric and propane water heater, just the standard RV water heater. And we like everything to be dual purposed and backup.
Getting ready to put this thing on. But yeah, so I removed that cover that was in there. This was really fried.
It was melted.
Yeah, and really bad. So I ran a new wire from here down to here, and then connected it there, and then got so this is a new connector and a new wire, and then I'll plug it in with the existing one, and we'll see if it does it.
You done yet?
All right, I've connected
Wow, look how clean that is.
both of the lower and the upper limit thermostat switches, and let's go see if it works.
Yeah.
All right. So I've turned on the circuit breaker.
You turned it on.
I've turned it on.
Okay, good.
So it gets power.
He's been tracing wires all day.
Yeah, so all the wires led to this thing, thermostat switch, and it actually was fried.
So how we know it's going to work is when you turn it on and we start drawing a lot of power from shore.
Yeah, so this is L2, our electric side of the water heater. And this is going to be easy because right now on L2 we're at 1 amp. Yeah. Ready? Here we go. Yes, went to 13 amps.
All right, good job. So we thought it was the heating element. And
Yeah,
you bought a new
apparently it
heating
wasn't.
element, and that was what, $150?
Yeah, but at least we got a new one in there now.
Yeah, and then
Man.
for some reason you opened that little cover, and you found the burned wire.
Yeah, because I looked in the back junction box and those wires were fine. There was no reason why they would just come loose.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at all the other wires and I did some research on Google. And
you even took that switch out of there
I
and
did,
checked
and
the wiring on the switch.
I measured the wiring on the switch and the switch was good. Because I thought, well, maybe it's the switch. It wasn't. And so then I pulled the relay because it's a reset switch. And I thought, well,
Maybe you have to push the button.
Yeah. And I couldn't push it, so I pulled it apart and looked at it, and voila, that thing was fried like a French fry. It's working now.
Yes.
All right, we're off propane, baby. Good morning, everyone. We're another day in Savannah. Man, there's a lot to do here.
There it is.
And forgive me, the sun is behind us, so this may not be looking really great right now. But okay, that's better.
Morning glow.
That's right, I do. So we're gonna head to Wormslow Plantation, historic site. Yeah, and I'm hoping to do a little famous running. Yeah, we'll show you what we mean later. So apparently Wormslow used to be a plantation. Now it's a state historic site. And there's something famous about it, or infamous. You excited to do some famous running?
Well, I'm not excited about the running part, but I'm excited to get some pretty pictures.
Ah, yes.
It's cold.
It's not,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
refreshing. It's refreshing. This
This is cold.
This is Savannah. It can't be cold.
But the live oak tree is actually the state tree of Georgia. And its average life expectancy is anywhere between about 300 and 500 years. I'm going to pull
This
up
is
your
pretty
chart right here and
cool.
look backwards so I can talk with you guys at the
Pretty
same
cool.
time. All right, the
Yeah.
Georgia colony. We were originally a trust colony. So that was really beneficial for the king at the time because he wasn't going to have to front the money. He was just going to benefit by getting money from all of the revenue that was being generated out of the colony of Georgia.
All right. So after just a little bit of research, there's no famous run here. There was no horses going down the middle of this. That was all in another place in South Carolina. So I was thinking of Forrest Gump when it was run, Forrest, run. This isn't it.
Where are you going to run?
Well, the only way to make this place a famous run is if I do it. You gonna hold it?
I'll hold it.
Okay, hold it. All right.
Go.
Run, David, run!
Run, run, run. Oh, shoot.
It was going.
Oh. You can tell? Oh,
Hey,
shoot.
sure it was going. All right, so even though nothing famous took place here, this is a cool area and these trees are beautiful. They're like over 150 years old and it's just really neat.
1.5 miles.
Yeah, these live oaks stretch over the road.
Canopy.
Yeah, it's really cool, really cool. So we're gonna keep walking, keep enjoying being outside again.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna do any more running. All right, so after a 1.5 mile walk, is that right?
About that, yeah.
I think
Probably
so.
a little bit more because then we walked even further.
Yeah, so we go through the trees, the live oak trees, that tunnel, the infamous tunnel now since I ran it. And we're here at the sort of the back end of the plantation. Well, it's kind of in the middle of it. There's more of it behind us, but I'm not going that far.
No, it's going into high tide too.
A lot of water. But we got the house here and some trails to kind of give us an idea of what this place looked like back in the 1730s.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Man, I couldn't either. Wow. All right, we're gonna go walk and check out some other places and I don't know.
See what we find.
See what we find. We're not going to the cemetery though.
No.
We've done that.
We've seen enough dead people. For
Yeah. We're gonna go the other way.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are witnessing something that's like unbelievable, another rare event. Okay, you know how you see on the roadways, there's like a deer crossing, but you never see a deer at the deer crossing signs? Well, here at Wormslow Plantation, we're walking on one side of with the trails, and we come across this sign for the painted bunting bird right here. Now, that's a bird that's, you know, out here. Well, lo and behold, right here at the sign,
There it
is the actual bird. All right, like, what does Wormslow do? Like, they cue the painted bunting or something as we walk past? That's pretty cool. Nice morning. Kind of going into very early afternoon.
My stomach says it's afternoon.
Here at Wormslow Plantation. So this was cool to see this area down here in the low country of Georgia, in the coastal Georgia. But I mean, it's gorgeous, and this tree-lined road is
the person that
really
had
pretty.
The vision to do this, and they didn't even come close to living long enough to see this.
No,
I mean,
they did not.
It's taken generations for them to see this.
Yes,
It's
and
incredible.
I know something else too is I don't think I'd want to live back in the 1700s.
No. Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, it's nice to see the fruit of their labor though with these trees. All right, so we're gonna head downtown and we're gonna do a little hopping around Savannah. Thing you'd like to do after lunch, right? Now we're gonna do the hop on, hop off trolley. And it's the same company we did in San Diego.
And St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. All right, so let's go get it.
Let's find it.
Yeah. Hey,
Hello.
plenty of room?
Plenty of room for you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
got off the hop on, hop off, and we saw the Cathedral of St. John Church. Pretty cool.
The outside of it.
Yeah. So we didn't know, but they stopped touring at
2:30 today.
Yeah, and
This
it
should have been our first thing we did.
It's like 4:25 right now.
But today, I guess there's some sort of an event going on, and
Yep.
oh well.
Oh well. But the outside's pretty impressive.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
absolutely stunning.
Yeah, really nice. And they say it's what, the largest Catholic church in Georgia?
Yeah.
And they call it like the Sistine Chapel of the U.S. So really pretty from the outside. Maybe next time.
City Market. Watch your step, hold on to your handrail, please. Thank you so much.
That's it for the hop on, hop off. That was our last hop off. But now Sandra wants to get some chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're at City Market, and I guess we go
That way.
that way. All right, let's do it. She sees chocolate. Oh.
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
I think all this is edible, but I'm not sure.
You mean like the books and stuff?
I mean, like the chocolate. It's interesting. Never seen anything like this before. Pretty cool.
Look at that guy I watch on YouTube.
It's a little pricey.
Do y'all make your own chocolate here?
We do. Everything's completely handmade. It's all made just back here.
Okay.
Morning, everyone. We are still here near Savannah. So we're staying in South Carolina, but we're going to Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, so we're crossing the border like every day.
That's right. Now, but it's a good border because we don't get stopped or anything.
Yeah.
Now, here in South Carolina, they call it the Low Country where we're staying. And there's some unique things about the Low Country, one in particular. Now, before we kind of tell you why we're here, we're gonna go inside and check out the store behind us. But there's something in front of us that we're gonna show you here in just a little bit. But first, let's go check out the store. It's pretty wild. Not the store, while you were here.
You guys come on in.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. I'm Roland Chalmers. I'm the rice grower here in the Low Country. Happened to be around today. We had to do some grass cutting and trimming and whatnot. It's been raining off and on, so we try to get caught up with a bunch of that and doing fields and all in the same time. So it's always something to do.
All right, so we came for the peanut, but we got a whole lot more than we expected.
Yeah, we actually got to meet Mr. Rollins, who
He owns this Rollins Grains, which they grow rice, some top quality Carolina rice.
right, and these grains actually go back to the original 1700s when the plantations grew the rice.
Yeah.
And in conjunction with Clemson University, I think
Yep.
you missed that when you had to step out for the call, but they got with Clemson University to help grow their seed base.
Yeah, so they started this from the same strains from the 1700s. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. So
And on the same
we're gonna
soil.
eat history. But behind us is the world's largest
boiled
boiled peanut. Now, we've lived in South Carolina for years. All right. Boiled peanuts is an acquired taste.
Yes.
One we never acquired.
No.
But this thing's like twice as big as a smart car.
Maybe bigger. Yeah.
I think so.
So we came here for the peanut.
Yeah.
And we left with the real treasure, which is the rice and the story.
Yeah, and Mr. Rollins was a cool dude. Really nice guy. So this is sort of on the way to Savannah. We're heading back there now to catch a few things. But this was neat.
Yeah.
Beautiful spring afternoon in Forsyth Park, and we're here to see Georgia's oldest live oak tree.
But not the largest live oak in the world, or the oldest.
That's right. It's just Georgia.
Just Georgia.
Yeah. So where is it?
It's just right over there.
Oh, all right. Let's go check it out. Is this it here? Is this it here?
I just want to take a picture of this ball.
Oh.
Is this it? You call yourself my husband.
All right. So where is it?
It's just across the street over there.
It's not even in the park?
No.
Well, I thought it was in this park.
No, it's not. It's almost in the park.
Yeah, almost. It's like throwing a hand grenade or something, you know? I almost hit it. All right, so, okay, it's not in the park. So now it doesn't seem quite as special.
Look at these magnolias. How do I get a picture of that?
Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to reach up there and get it.
Oh, I got a video of this. This is content.
Yeah. You want that one?
No, I want that one way up there.
Yeah, that's not happening. Is that a pretty flower?
Yeah.
I can't get any higher.
Okay, let me get a picture of it. Move your arm. It's in the way. I can see it.
What? Move my arm.
Yeah, I don't want your arm in the picture.
What?
Okay, now we gotta wait for the sun to come back out.
What?
Well, yeah, I can still see your hand.
All right, this is behind the scenes stuff.
All right, we gotta wait for the sun to come back out.
Meanwhile, I'm hanging on to this magnolia branch, and look at that. This sun's not coming out for a while, folks. Yeah, that cloud has blotted the sky of any sunlight. I am not standing here all afternoon. We got places to see and things to do. And a 400-year-old live oak tree to find that's not even in this park. Ooh. So we found the largest, or the oldest, and I guess the largest live oak tree in Georgia. Now, okay, it's behind me. Now across the street is the largest park, Forsyth Park in Savannah, across the street. So you don't think that the people that like did all this, that they could have just like come over like 2 lanes to encompass the oldest, largest live oak tree in Georgia?
But they couldn't because the hospital surrounded it.
Oh.
And they couldn't just tear down the hospital to add to the property of the park.
Oh, okay. All right.
You gotta read stuff before
All right.
you just go off.
All right, I get that then. Still would have been nice if this were in the park.
Okay, but it's almost touching. Look, it is in the park. It's in the park because the 2 trees are touching each other. So that tree here is connected to
All right.
the park.
Yeah, okay. We've got a saying in our family, that's called fungus right there.
There's a backstory, so if we ever meet up with you, ask us the backstory about
Not the fungus. Yeah. I fungus a lot though, just to give you a hint. So we're just sort of meandering around. We're going to somewhere. I think it's a church, and I'm not sure if we're going to get there on time. Yeah. So, but behind us is the Forrest Gump Feather Tower church steeple. You know, like if you saw the movie and the feather was like, fluttering down.
And it went to the park.
Yeah, so that's the steeple that you see the feather floating by.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, I couldn't even say it once. Slow. All right, so we're gonna still try to get to a church. Yeah. Okay, little fun fact. So you've heard of the phrase, keeping up with the Joneses. Well, here on Jones Street, this has been called the most beautiful street in North America. Some would say the world, depending on your, slant. It is pretty, but here in Savannah, Jones Street, that's where that saying started. You can take a look at it and be the judge for yourself. So not bad. Sandra got us here. It only took us like an hour and a half to walk like half a mile.
Lost. It was on purpose.
No, it's like all the flower pictures and stuff. But we're here at the church, what they call the, what is this, the Sistine Chapel of Georgia?
I think so.
Yeah. It's supposed to be really pretty. It's nice on the outside. So, but this time we can go inside. It's not closed, it's open. So Mr. Rollin at Rollin's Raw Grains, home of the world's largest boiled peanut, told us about, nice guy, told us about a nice restaurant down here downtown.
That makes rice grits.
Yeah, so we thought it was kind of a secret, right? That he was just telling us because we're like buddies now. And so we came down here on Broughton Street down here in Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, we're a little hungry. Yeah. And so
we found it.
We found it. Dottie's
Market? Dottie's.
Dottie's. Yeah. And looks really nice. And you know something? Today is Tuesday, and that is the only day of the week that they're closed.
Go figure.
Yeah. All right, so I think someone is trying to tell us something. We just need to go home and get lunch.
Yeah.
I think so. So let's head home because I'm starting to get hungry.
All right, well, I've got snacks and everything packed, so, and a couple of glasses of water, or
Sounds
bottles
good.
of water.
It's gonna be warm today.
Yes.
Get the bikes loaded up. I like this hitch that we can
oh, yeah.
load these bikes for our little trips once we get to a park.
Yeah.
But
I like the fact that it's kind of spread out too.
Oh yeah. Few nice days at the huddle. That was a different rally.
It was.
What'd you think?
I loved it. It was different. So now I know why they call it a huddle and not a rally.
Yes.
So, but yeah, Todd and Sheila did a phenomenal job with this huddle.
Yeah, I had doubts leading up to it because some people had mentioned something on pre-rally. You know, they weren't sure about where to put things, but man, once all the feet hit the ground, these guys, it was like a well-oiled machine.
It was.
So they did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
It was different because I enjoyed the give back part. You know, where we went out into the community and you and I, we picked up trash.
Yeah, quite a few of us picked up trash, and some people stayed back and put some care packages together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked meeting all the new people.
Yes, that was neat.
And actually, we got a good connection with some of them, and we've already got plans to meet up with several couples already.
Yeah, that's right. On our next trip up.
Yeah, next week
north.
actually.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So it was pretty cool that Sheila let you do your own little special interest group.
Yes.
Was that Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah.
So while you were out playing pickleball, myself and like 7 other ladies got together. It was the Paper Crafting Pal group. And so so we talked about different ways to document our memories with paper, either scrapbooking or journaling, junk journaling, planners. So
did toilet paper come into play there?
No. Stickers did though. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, I had fun playing pickleball. Well, we had potlucks.
We have several potlucks, and we had a pre-potluck, a during potluck.
Yeah, those were always good.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And then they did some activities. So we did the Wormslow Plantation.
Oh, that's right.
And the hop on, the trolley hop on, hop off.
Yeah, down in downtown Savannah.
Yeah, so
all really cool activities. So yeah, it was a success. It was fun. I think you know, if our schedule aligns, I think we'll do another one. Yeah, definitely. So
but
now
we're still here for a couple more days.
Yep. So we're going to hit the trails, or we're going to hit something. Hopefully not hard on our bikes.
Yeah.
And enjoy the next several days before we head up north to Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Well, all right, morning everyone. We are here in Georgia, though we're still staying in South Carolina.
Yeah.
So we're on the coast. Today is Tybee Island. Yeah, so there's the lighthouse, there's beaches, there's biking.
There's piers, and hopefully some dolphins.
Maybe.
Hopefully, or turtles.
Yeah, and then hopefully lunch.
Yes, I'm starving.
And then also we scored, like they got parking all over the place here. We scored a great spot underneath the tree.
And it'll also be shady when we get back later on this afternoon.
Yeah, because it's a little humid today.
And hot.
So, all right, so we're gonna check out the island and get something to eat and go see the lighthouse and just, I don't know, just do whatever. So, at the Tybee Light Station, I guess something's been here in Tybee since 1736?
36.
And this one's been here since like 39 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been here like several hundred years, right? Okay. It's 150 feet and like we're going up it?
Yeah.
What? It's like 300 years old.
They need an elevator.
Yeah, it's like 170 something steps. So
yeah, it's actually I've got the brochure.
Yeah, of course.
178 steps.
And she got a sticker too.
I did. 145 feet tall. It is the oldest and tallest lighthouse in Georgia.
Wow.
And originally it was a marker, and that's why they have the different stripes.
Day
and stuff
markings,
on.
as they call them.
And then they finally brought in the light.
Yeah. All right. If we're gonna do it, let's go see.
Stay to the very side because my side is 11 feet.
Yes. All right, 7 levels. That's number 3, almost halfway. Up at the top here, there is quite a view. Sandra had to take the camera out there. There's just some about this with that platform. Yeah. So beautiful up here and it's a nice breeze, but yeah, I couldn't get out on that catwalk. We made it down safe and sound, and Sandra's in the gift shop. It's a pretty cool compound around here with light keepers and the second light keepers and the assistant and such. Where these guys live right here. Tallest, oldest in Georgia, and they had to move it a couple of times because the sea kept reclaiming it for her own. So finally back up here on this little mound, this is where it stayed. It's really since 1739. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty neat area. But after this, well, I got to get Sandra out of the gift shop. But after this, we'll probably do some more sightseeing around Taipei. It's the road less taken. So after lunch, and it was tasty, a stroll slowly,
Very slowly,
to the beach, which is just like over there. We're gonna check out a wharf, a pier.
a wharf.
A
So
wharf?
what's the difference between a wharf and a pier?
I think a wharf like contains like businesses that are actually on the pier.
Like Captain Wharf?
Like Captain.
No, Lieutenant
No,
Wharf.
Lieutenant Wharf. And I think a pier is just like where you walk out on, you can fish and stuff from. So, yeah, I don't know. That's fungus, guys. Making that up. We're gonna, yeah, see what this is all about and check out the Atlantic Ocean. All right, so we're on the pier. Something really soothing and very cool about the waves and surf and the sound of them. Especially like on a full tummy from lunch. Yeah, a little breeze. Yeah, oh man, this is, yeah, this is nice.
We were just on the beach not even a month ago. The Sea of Cortez.
Yeah, but it didn't have wave action like this.
No, no.
Yeah, this is really nice. So on this one little alley area, there's a couple places down here on the very end of Taipei Island that supposedly you can see dolphins from shore.
Well, I don't know about that.
I believe that when I see it. But we're gonna walk over this nice, powdery, fine, white
Hot.
sand.
This isn't gypsum.
No, it's not. And we're gonna see if we can find some dolphins.
You know, you assume jellyfish are like like snakes. They're all
bad.
They're all bad. Well, they're all venomous. Well,
That's nice.
nice,
That's
huh?
actually swimmable nice.
Me swimmable or you swimmable?
Well, definitely me swimmable. Without wind, you swimmable.
Wow. This is pretty over here.
another beach access. This is a pier, Fisherman's Walk. And yes, we're still looking for dolphins.
We have a better chance now. We can go further out.
Yeah. Yeah. You just keep thinking that. But even if we don't find dolphins, this is a really nice fail.
Well, thank you.
All right, the third and final road or alley, and this one's actually named Alley Drive,
Yes.
to try to find dolphins. No, they're not here. But that's right. Talked to a guy that was fishing on the other pier that we were on, and he saw them this morning.
Yes.
So I think apparently dolphins are on the opposite schedule as Sandra. They like to get up early in the morning and feed. They like breakfast.
Yeah, I don't like mornings. I don't like breakfast.
Yeah, so I don't know, we'll have to get on a boat or something maybe to lure them into the bow of the boat.
You're not getting a boat.
Ah, man.
Good try.
We'd see wildlife. But I tell you, it is gorgeous out here. Beautiful. We're nearing the end of our ride and our day, but you know something? We're gonna get some ice cream.
We deserve it.
We deserve it, and you're at the beach. You gotta get ice cream, right?
Yeah.
But also, these chairs are kind of cool.
They're really cool.
Yeah, so.
I think we're eating here for the chairs.
I think so too.
And the M&M guys.
Oh yeah.
And the Hulk.
Ooh. Ah.
Smash.
All right, let's go.
Get some
Get
ice cream.
creamed. Morning, everyone. Well, it's hard to believe, but our 2.5 weeks is over. Today we are heading north. Yeah, so we continue our march northward. We're going to be at Gettysburg for about 8 days, taking a little history, a little more history, and then from there we'll start scooting back west. But yeah, a few things to do this morning before we get started. Time just flew by, so we're ready to hit the road though. Got a little what they call hitch itch. So it'll be good to be back on the road.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our marks that turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're gone. Hey, I was hoping you would stay, but I've always known that you would go and find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, feel the wind and watch the river run. The sun would always shine. When we sat there, you and I, it's gonna cry. River's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town. Just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.